How's everybody doing today? I'm going to do part 2 of my light series. Today we're going to work on like table lamps and go through all of those and show you how they work in the area for at least lighting, reach, and fill. So here's the Nuka-Cola projection lamps. And do the second color so you can see it. And it's pretty decent reach. I like it. So the base yellow lamp. I do like this one because it's very close. It's not going to blow out the room like some lights do. I actually use this one more as like a decoration than I actually do a light, but I do like how little area used. Basically uses the same model as the previous one. Instead of it actually being like it would be unshaded, it's just the same light. I like the look of this lamp. I don't use it that often, but again, another really small lighting one. It doesn't take up and blow out the room like some lights do. This one has a little bit more space used, but not too bad. Still a good looking lamp. This one's a very direct spot of the area. I like using this on a desk. Again, these lamps for the most part are really nice and close and not blowing out the room. What are you doing? Why did you change? I like this one, how it really keeps the light close to it. This one you have to power, so I can power to you. I like how that one's pretty close too, but you do have to power it to something. Here's one of the Atom Shop lamps. This one puts out quite a bit of light and actually kind of fills the room a little more than I like, so I don't end up actually using it very much, but sometimes it's really good on the roof to like light our space without going too crazy. I like this one, but sometimes it's a little bright. It's a little cooler light than I prefer. I prefer a warmer light when I do my decoration. I mean, you can see how I light spaces, but again, this is to show you the different lights so you know which ones to use and make your own decisions. Another Atom Shop light. I like this one. Some of the lights I actually like to use without actually using the light. Like the globe I actually use quite a bit without it on, just because it's a globe. But it is a little softer light, or a little cooler light than I prefer, but it's still a pretty cool one. This one I use quite a bit. They have changed some of the lights in recent patches, like when they did the lighting overhaul and what was it, One Wasteland or Wastelanders? In general, they did a bit of a lighting overhaul, but this one I use quite a bit because it does light a small area without blowing out the room. Nothing annoys me more than like using something and it just completely brightens the room up when I really like that atmospheric feel. So, I mean, I don't completely fill a space with lights. I kind of like lighting specific areas. It makes a big difference. To me, at least. I mean, you can light it however you want. This one I like it because the bulb doesn't glow. It doesn't blind you, but it does light the area. It's a little weird. It's like it needs a shade, but it doesn't have one. A little odd. Another, I do like these in some areas. I like the projected light. It's pretty cool. Why does it keep changing to to the wrong thing. It's obnoxious. I like this one because it's really faint. I love, love, love this light. I wish there was more lamps that produce light like this lamp does. I just love how faint it is. To me, it's almost a perfect lighting for some spaces. This one's a little blown out, but not bad. I like using more of the lamps for decorations than I do actually lighting, which is kind of funny. This one's great. Definitely more of a decoration than a lamp, but still cool nonetheless. The duck one is definitely up there in my favorites. It doesn't blow out the room. It's not too bad. The boot one's pretty good too. I like that it's a really warm light. Sometimes it bugs out when you swap really fast. Like, it'll place it even though it's not there. I do love how close the light is on this. It's actually weird. It's almost like it's underneath it instead of projecting from it. The color wheel light, I'll place it and then I'll spin it around. It's pretty cool. I think it's really intended to be aimed at something. Like that. I think it has a place. It's just not something I would use very often. I don't have this one, but I would assume it's same as the Vault Boy one. And then I will do these because there's actually a couple great lamps hidden in the standing lamps. So we'll place this in the corner. Oh, I gotta scrap a light or two. So this one is a good lamp for the corner. I'll move it around a little bit. I'll put it on the table so you can see. It does light the entire room, so where you place it does make a difference. It will light that area like a lamp. This one, if you get sneaky with a rug, you can place things underneath it like chairs. That one is very specifically lit, which is pretty cool for some setups. These, I think if you have the right place, it does blow out a bit. Like, to me, this thing puts out a little more light than I would like. I wish it was fainter. Even the next color of that one doesn't dim it very much, unfortunately. It actually does a bit. I'm sorry. I haven't used this one much, but that is way better. It's more isolating, but still a little brighter than I would prefer. And then we have the bigger versions, a little more light. I think that one's better than the smaller one. It's still very, very white, very, blowing out the room. And the darker one, I like that one. Keeps it a little bit closer. Still, I wish the yellow would have been more throughout the main bulb here instead of bright in the center where the bulb. I mean, I get it. It's the way it's made. I know I'm being nitpicky. But hey, the way I build my cams. So this one's not as bad, but it does blow out the room a bit. And then you have the darker version, which I do like a bit better. The ball of light is a bit higher up in this one. It should light the floor more, but it kind of sits a little higher. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm weird, so. But this little light here is my favorite lamp in the game. Mainly because it's very... The area that it lights is very small, which is why I use them for accent lighting here and there. Like, even though these things right here are super bright for that spot, that adds a nice glow to that area. So that's why this particular light is my favorite light in the game. And then you have your spotlights, which you really want to blow out a room. That's how you do it. And then this lamp here, I like this one quite a bit. Keeps the ball around the bulb pretty well. This one does not. This one actually will light up the room fairly well. I can move it to show you what I'm talking about. See, it lights a pretty big area. Oh, I forgot I got these floodlights. That's definitely blowing out a room. And then these, which should not be lights, in my opinion, are light, and they do pretty well. But I think that will kind of wrap up part 2 of the lights video. I hope this helped you choose which lights to use in your place in your camp and make it a little easier for you. If you do, I would appreciate if you like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. I do try to do a video once a week. I do stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday here on YouTube. I also do live on TikTok on Sundays. But yeah, I hope to see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good night.